Hello you little nasties and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I normally do. As you can see behind me, I've got an Attack from Mars Arcade1Up Virtual Pinball machine. What I'm going to be doing here is walking through the process of updating the firmware on this. After that's completed, what we're going to do then is install what is known as the Baller mod. Now this machine comes pre-installed with 10 virtual tables. What the Baller mod is going to do is it's going to increase that number of games from 10 to 30. So that's going to be every game that Arcade1Up currently makes. So when all is said and done, this is going to be a beast, assuming I don't brick it. Let's roll up our sleeves and go ahead and get started. Okay, once you got this back panel off, what you need to do is plug in a micro USB cable here into this port. And then there's a little switch underneath here. The default position is in the off. This is the firmware update button here. And you want to push it away from you. Now it's in update mode. And this is connecting to your PC through USB. So I've got it going through a USB adapter here. And that's plugged into my PC over there through an extension cable. This is going to be the easiest way for me to do that. And then what you want to do is plug the power back in. And once that's all set, the rest of the steps here, you're just going to be doing through your PC. So hopefully it's pretty straightforward. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so first things first, what you're going to need to do is download a couple of files. And what we've got here is a script. We got Wcid, which is going to update the machine. And then here's the files here to actually add the new tables to the machine. And what you need to do is go to the original video, the one that I followed for this process. It's AP Gaming Renif. And all of the links to the files that you need are in his description. Now, I'm not trying to take credit for anyone else's work, so I'm just going to link you to his video. You know, he should probably get the views. And also, I think he personally created some of this, so make sure he gets credit for that. Once you do that, though, we'll go ahead. First thing you got to do is run this. This is the script for PowerShell. So you run that. You're going to get a little prompt. Go ahead, just click through those. Then what you want to do is run Wcid as an administrator. Now, first off, let's just disconnect the device first. So don't plug in the machine quite yet. And then we're going to install the Wcid driver. So just hit that button and then just wait a few moments here while this processes. And now, I mean, it says it can take 5 minutes, but I think it's going to take like about 30 seconds. I might just speed through this if it takes longer than that. And yeah, make sure too it's on install Wcid driver, and you can select that from this drop down menu. I believe the default, actually it's just going to say install driver. Now, I'm going to be real honest with you, I'm not sure the difference, but just following the directions, there we go. So we've done that, and now make sure that the machine is actually on the pinball table. I mean, I think that probably goes without saying, but just make sure you turn it on. And then what we're going to do is plug it into the USB. It's going to recognize it. There we go. And then what we want to do is install the driver. So there we go. Click that and just wait a moment. And also the name of the machine, it's unknown device number 1. So if it doesn't recognize it when you plug it in, you can go to options and then list all the devices. Find unknown device number 1 and make sure that that's the one selected. And again, we might just speed this up. And just for fun, I'm just going to install the driver too. I don't know if this is a necessary step, but we're going to do it anyway. This should go fairly quick. I mean, contrary to what the little pop-up says there, I think this will be done in just a couple seconds. All right, there we go. So now we can go ahead and close out of that. Now, once that's finished, we're going to go here. This is the folder that we downloaded. And we want to go to Baller PS1. And so what we want to do then is right-click that and open this into PowerShell. And now again, this is going to come as a zip file, so just unzip all of those, all these files here into a folder. And then, so first off, run with PowerShell. Make sure you pick that. Don't pick run as administrator. So run as PowerShell. So here we go. Now this is open. And the first option that we want to do is option number 2. So right here, PCB Setup. So let's pull out the keyboard and let's full screen this. Option number 2 and hit enter. And have you completed Wcid setup? Yes, we just did. So go ahead and hit Y and go nuts. Now again, depending on how long this takes, I think this is going to take a while. So we're just going to cut it here and then I'll come back when this is finished and we'll complete the following steps. Okay, now that that's finished, what we want to do is open Baller again, but do it as administrator. So we're going to run that as admin. And then what we want to do is hit option 1. So let's go ahead and full screen this. And we're going to want to hit option 1 and then hit enter. The fuck? Just, okay. Ignore all of that. That was just my, whatever my, the fuck is it? What's that called? I don't know. Just ignore that. Let this thing do its thing. Sure, why not? I don't know what this part of the process is, but sure. I mean, it says it needs something, so we're just gonna, oh, yeah, and okay, so this is fine. You're gonna get that red script there. It's normal. Now, once that's finished, what we're gonna wanna do is run that again with PowerShell. And then we're gonna wanna do option 3. Now what we're going to do here with this process is we're going to do option 3, then 4, then 5. This is what's actually installing the new tables. And yeah, well, whatever. I'm just going to cut this. Then we'll go to the next one and then you'll get the idea of what's going on. But PowerShell is going to just close every time this process completes. That's fine. You just start it up again with PowerShell. And then just do the next step. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to open this again, PowerShell. Then we're going to do option 4, hit enter. It's going to do this, then it's going to close. Then we're going to open it again in PowerShell. We're going to hit option 5, hit enter. It's going to write again, and then we're going to close. And that's it. So we'll come back once this is finished. Or not, because it just finished. So that's fine. So let's go run with PowerShell again. Full screen it. Now we're going to do option 4. And now this time, actually, while this goes, I'm going to cut this. I'll be back, and then we'll do option 5. Okay, and finally, last time, let's open this up. Open with PowerShell. Full screen. And now what we want to do is option 5. Hit enter. Now this is installing the Williams tables. And we'll be back when this is over. Okay, and that's it. So now once that's done, what you're going to want to do is you want to turn the machine off. And then that switch that I showed you earlier, that's on the underside, inside of that the back hatch, you're going to want to flip that back to the original position. Remove this mini charging cable. Take that all out. and then put the back panel on. And then we're going to do all of that in the next steps here. And then we're going to turn this thing on, see how it goes. So now that we've done everything with the PC, all that's left to do is just, take this cable out, which we'll do right now. And then we just got to flip this switch back towards us. So grab this. Done. And then we're just going to put this back panel back on. And then we're going to turn this thing on and make sure that everything works. Okay, for the moment of truth here. Now, I just got the machine moved back. I put the back plate back. And what we're going to do now is power this on. Now, I have not turned it on yet. I figured I would save that moment of truth for this video, just in case something went wrong. However, I do believe we nailed this thing. So let's go ahead and start it up. Now, what should happen here is we should get a selection screen. So then we just pick which tables we want to pick from, if all goes according to plan here. So, and this is kind of, oh, there we go. Okay, nice. I was going to say, this is getting pretty stressful, like, start the hell up. But, okay, so here we go. We got Williams, we got Star Wars, and we got Marvel. Now, I remember playing Star Wars Pinball way back in the day at a little pizza bar. Let's see, make sure. So, now what I think is happening here is it's just going to load up that. Turn this down. Turn it down. All right, so far so good. And what it does is, what you're picking from then is you got all three separate. So it's like each ROM for each machine now is what you pick from the start. So go ahead, hit launch here. All right, now this is pretty fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie about that. So let's just pick this, make sure everything works. Everything's looking really good though. Oh, that's interesting. Now, this looks like a success to me. And yeah, we're in business, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really good way to start there. But yeah, guys, this is, I'm just going to let it roll, but we've got a success here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. Otherwise, this was pretty straightforward. This was a very easy mod to do, and I would say, like, look, I'm in love with Attack from Mars. That's the reason I bought this. But having these extra tables, this is 20 extra tables. That's awesome as hell. So no complaints there. And again, guys, thank you for watching the video. And if you do have any questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments. And just read the description again. All the files that you need are going to be in there, okay? Thanks again. I'll see you on the next video.